Hello, you guys. So, welcome back. Today, we will talk about another charcoal piece that I created yesterday. So, these charcoal pieces were created for within about 4 hours altogether, all three of it. So, I first created with the study of a knife, and as always, I'm freehanding my sketches. But, like I always said, if you're a beginner and you really wanted to have a good accuracy, it would be best to use a grid. That would be definitely helpful. So start off is, as always, just simply block off those darker areas and then use a blending stump to blend your darker areas or a paintbrush. And what I use is to create the highlight. Whenever I'm blending, I leave that highlight mark untouched. And so when I use my blending stump or my paintbrush, it will definitely have a little bit of um, darker values on the eyes, but I would still use an eraser on top of it to make it even more darker. The second eye study is the same. This one is a little bit more darker because it focuses on the lashes. And so it's the same. As you could see, I work with a graphite pencil and I smoothen out the graphite using a tissue paper. And then I use the brush to create the entire silhouette for the eyes, but also leaving the highlight untouched without any graphite, so it would be easier for me to create that reflection, but I would always be using a eraser on top of it. So for the blending, it's always going to be a paintbrush, and as you can see, I'm getting some of those charcoal powder, and I'm trying to spread it on the other side of the pieces. It needs to be a little bit more darker as well. So this is the first eye that's been done. As you can see, the reflection is really good using a regular eraser. That's not even a kneaded eraser. On the second area, this is just a silhouette of a girl in her room, and the same rule apply on this one, which is to just block off the darker areas and use my blending stump or my tissue paper in order to smoothen out the charcoal pieces, because as always I'm using a watercolor paper which is about 300 GSM, and this is cold press, so the paper sheet is pretty rougher than usual, so you have to make sure that you're blending it out as smooth as possible. So I find the tissue paper more smoother when it comes to blending as compared to blending stump. So my final pieces would always be my tissue paper. I'm just creating the entire silhouette using the soft charcoal. One that I'm using is Diamant and HP soft charcoal. And I would always try to blend it out first using a stump just to make sure that the powder would seep through the holes or the rough surface of the paper. And I'm always getting the extra charcoal powder and spread it to the rest of the piece. So I hope this is very helpful to you guys, and let me know what you think, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you.